them two characters. And for me, I took it in the weirdest approach, the weirdest sort of approach. Like I just become like a stoner dad.
The notes you got back was you sounded very docile.
Yeah, I found it really
and then you
docile.
like very calm and do whatever you want.
Sort
of attitude.
Sort of dad, which I don't think I carry a stature or a physical presence to be a dad role.
No.
In general.
Yeah.
And for Roger, he's a very secure and certain character, where my natural sort of characteristics in this, or my brain set at this set of time, isn't certain.
Yeah.
That's why I think the kid who did get it was Nathan. Nathan got it because he's very...
No. Sonny.
No, I'm talking about Roger, sorry.
But the father...
The father figure was Sonny, but Sonny had that... He has that physical presence to be a dad, if you get what I'm saying. He's a more larger, sort of grounded sort of character, where I'm quite gangly and sort of loose and sort of...
I think as well, this is an issue that I came up with when I done Mum, was the control in our voices. So with Sonny, who got father, his voice is quite low down, quite deep, grounded, in the sense of how...
Yeah.
It's an authoritative voice.
Yeah, I'd cast him in like...
Whilst your voice is quite light and flighty, we spoke about this, like, how it's more... Yes.
Yeah, I'd say that I have a higher voice than most sort of guys. I think it's a little bit there, but it's not like...
Yeah.
Where Sonny, I'd cast him in a cartoon to play dad. His voice is just like a cartoon sort of.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
If you close your eyes.
If you close your eyes, you can watch him be a cartoon of a typical dad character.
Yeah.
And then just talking about physical presence. How did you find your physical presence when you was auditioning for the Katie and just in general?
In a way, I'm not... When we was doing a rehearsed reading, I wasn't... I guess if you're asking physical presence, I'm thinking appearance right now.
Well, like what would you give physically to a room?
Well, I think my physical presence I can adapt to whatever character I'm playing, I believe. So with Katie, I was quite throwing my arms about like, oh, life's so hard, but spots on spots. Was I born ugly? Just like sort of being like, oh, like that in life. But with the mum, I brought myself up, and I was like, honey, I'm home. I've just come home from work, and it was more like felt more loving.
It could come down to perspective as well, if you think about it, like perspective of a character, like how you might see a typical mum.
Yeah.
I might see a dad.
That was a discussion we had afterwards. So with the mum character, me personally, with my mum's very much like, my mum sounds like she sings everything she says, and she's very much like, like fluttery and all really like giddy, and that's my mum. And when I done the audition as mum, I sounded like a Disney character's mum, but that's how I would class my mum. My mum is very much like Disney, like melodic, and just that's how I'd see it. So I get, in that sense, how my view of what a mum is, or how my mum is different. And that, again, in auditions, that's interpreting a note, or although this may be what you think it is, to a director, the director hasn't seen that, and the director that's not how the director envisioned the mum to be. The director might wanted the mum to be quite strong.
It definitely comes down to like sort of perspective on who you think the character should be.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I was to go in for the character of Roger, I still thought he was just a cool guy, rather than what like cool, sort of chilled, sort of bit flirty sort of character. And then the director, our director was just like, he's very grounded, cultural sort of character. Like he doesn't like I saw something else that someone else didn't, and it's when you're doing acting.
It's the chemistry. The chemistry very apparent between. So with the dad and Katie, you can see the chemistry. When the mum and Katie got picked, you can see the chemistry. And with Roger and Katie, so Katie fancies the character of Roger, was in all the auditions, that the boys did. You were watching the boys, and you were watching how they were, and what they were doing. But the one boy that had that chemistry, you just watched how he changed the.
Her. He changed
her.
Not him.
So we were watching the character of Katie, not Roger, because how Katie was reacting to what Roger was saying, and sort of afterwards it felt really heartfelt, and you could see that was why he got picked, because the chemistry was apparent.
Yeah, because it was the first time that she watched her.
Yeah, he was watching.
Not him.
Yeah.
And that just like comes down to just being certain, or sort of carrying. That's the one thing I'd say for myself. I need to be more. I need to choose. I need to make a note and go for it. I need to go for what I think is right.
And it's what characters are right for you as well.
Yeah. I guess,
with Katie, everyone auditioned for Katie, but then the part of Katie was given, and the mum, the actress that didn't get the part of Katie, then got the role of mum because she suited a mum role better. The dad role was given, and then the actor that didn't get the dad role got the Roger role because he was suited to the Roger role better, or it suited him more.
That's. I think that's sort of taken into what your casting bracket and how you
your casting bracket.
Physically just sort of roll, just do it. Like I thought I'd fit Roger, but naturally I don't.
I guess that could change, because say if the part of Katie wasn't given to that actress, and say it was given to a different actress, but then the chemistry that you two had might fit better than what of the casting that you had been given. So it all depends really
on how. Yeah. I get what you're saying, because I felt both of their relationship between Katie and Roger, both very grounded people.
Yeah.
It was very grounded.
Yeah.
Where if you had two people like sort of up and sort of all over the place, Katie wasn't in her voice. She wasn't nervous. So you sort of taken from there. So after we finished our casting, I got the character of the teacher.
Oh, I was going to say...
it was sort of a free-for-all, wasn't it? Who was his character?
It was in a sense, but it was, again, like I said, nominations. So with Mel, everyone said that where I'd done a good job at doing the cold read of Mel, I got the part of Mel, and then the actor that done the role of Mel's mum then got to carry on in that role as Mel's mum for the rehearsed reading, because the chemistry that we had was good. It was good. It created comedy, and we were able to understand the text and have humour between both of us, which again that changes if it was between other actors doing that. Would the dynamic change? Would it not be the same?
Yeah,
the actor that played Mel's mum is a butch, masculine man. It made it funny that was my mum. That was and that made it quite funny.
I learned a lot about, because I got the character of the teacher, and I was a bit like, I've got to play a teacher. My first thought was 20-year-old sort of 20-year-old teacher you can sort of hang around with. He's sort of just come out of university, doesn't really know what he does, doesn't really care. He's sort of been put in this position where he has to be a teacher. And then reading over the dialogue, that's where I wanted to take it. Just sort of an arsehole.
It's the way you've got to pick up on what other characters are saying about you, what you've said about yourself. And I think with Mel, that's something I did. I wrote down things that got said about me, I had apparently, I was described as fake blonde. My hair I had a fake extension. I lived at Skylight Rise. It's a really chavvy area. I got called. Said that Katie calls me a chav and really scary at some point. The conversation between Katie and Mel is, I believe that Katie is deprived because she doesn't have Sky, and she doesn't watch MTV. She doesn't watch the footy, and I also get told. Another thing that Katie says is, Mel swears all the time. She even swears in front of her mum, so my language is something. So like whether I have respect or not, if I'm swearing, if my mum, that respect's gone. It's picking up on that. And for you, when Katie talks about
Teacher.
Williams, she calls him she goes Wanker Williams.
She calls him Wanker Williams. So
you do pick up on what you say about. Have you thought of like this mode of transport, your legs? Or
use your legs. Use your legs, woman. Do your sort of thing.
It's what you say. I think to say that's to me. Although you said that you was imagining a 20-year-old, and again, this is depending on what actor is playing it, is how you take it. Is that to me sounds quite. It sounds like an older generation thing to say.
What?
If you get what I mean, like using your legs, do this.
Yeah, do
I
that.
assume that.